think that we can often be blind to our own courage, and we should consider allowing other people to help us see that within ourselves without letting it go to our head and without giving our power away to others as well, because it's important that our self-view is rooted in ourself. But often we don't see it ourselves, and it can be helpful to have other people point these things out. So thank you, Kim, for seeing me. I've actually had several people tell me that they think I'm courageous for what I do. But in all honesty, I've often, for a very long time, I've thought of myself as a coward because of the fears that I've had for so long. And, I've been doing these videos for a couple of years, but I've been trying to figure myself out and digging in for my entire adult life, possibly younger. Hard to say because, thoughts are different, but I've been aware of my own fears since I was a child. And always digging into these things. And my earliest time I went to a therapist was 24, trying to get through social anxiety. And then all the various things I've done, pushed myself to get used to being hugged, hugging back, saying I love you, and accepting being told I love you in the other order. Getting used to being photographed. It did all these things in my 20s, but I was afraid of all of those things since I was 8 or 9. Basically after my parents divorced and I closed up, and then I couldn't stand it. And so there are times when I've pushed myself, and a lot of ways I've pushed myself. So while I see myself as a coward because of the fears, I don't tend to give myself enough credit for the times when I have pushed through the fears, because pushing through, acting in the face of fear is the definition of courage. And sometimes we've pushed through the fear, like when I started doing the videos, I was terrified of this and it was not a plan. But now I'm comfortable with it. So I don't see it as courage anymore, but I'm like, but it took courage to get to this point. So I think we all need to remember that sometimes, of giving ourselves credit, again, without letting it go to our head too much. And leaning on other people when they tell us that we're courageous. Don't just back it off. Try to take that in, because they're helping us to see something that we're not seeing in ourselves. And so I thank you for that. And I'm going to keep doing it, because I'm just trying to do what I think is right for myself and for others, and pay forward into our species and our other people that I think is important in the long run. So thanks. Take care.